Hello, you're watching Our Future Multi Now. My name is Charles Delucian and I'm with Alessandro Bernardini, who is head of IVECO Innovation, Truck and Bus, Alternative Traction and Electrification. Mr. Bernardini is here to talk to us about his work, and I'd like to welcome him now. Mr. Bernardini, thank you very much for agreeing to speak to Our Future Multi Now. Would you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
I think one of the most relevant part from my professional life is my attitude and my interest in whatever is mobility, vehicles and mobility. Let's say in the last decades it has been proven that from the technology point of view the vehicles are capable of giving an answer. Till a few years ago there were many questions if the vehicle were really able to satisfy the needs of a customer. This was the reason why many years ago vehicles, electric vehicles with lead-acid batteries were not really in the market because they were not able to fulfill from the technical point of view the customer expectations. Now we got vehicles that are showing to be the right answer once they have been chosen by the customer. So there are mainly 2 points. I want to split whatever is the overall sales and the overall impact of the vehicles. A passenger car is usually working 1-2 hours a day, and not always every working days a week, while the rest of the time it's parked, maybe charging if it's an electric vehicle, but doing nothing, let's say, roughly. An electric commercial vehicle, on the other way, is working 6, 7, 8 hours a day and 5-6 days a week. Therefore, the impact for the environment, for the society, is much more relevant of a few electric commercial vehicles rather than much more passenger cars. In that kind of field and topic, is this kind of application is interesting and it's working perfectly only in urban downtown, in urban emission, in urban mission. Therefore, if the comparison between an electric vehicle and a thermal engine is going to be done in highway or in extra urban, the difference in terms of let's say efficiency is not so high as it is in urban environment. Therefore, in urban environment, the drawbacks that are existing in electric vehicles are to be put on a balance, showing the great advantages that are coming from higher efficiency and the good contribution of the environment. If you compare the same technology on other missions, let's say highway and so on, therefore the drawback of an energy storage which is heavy and costly is really putting some big question mark on the real balance. I'll tell you some direct experience we had with the customers that are using our vehicles. We got direct feedback that within the fleet manager, the electric vehicles that were working together with thermal vehicles were the first to be taken in the morning. Why? Because the user, the operator, was willing to use the electric vehicles if it was available in the fleet, because it's easier to operate and it's allowing to concentrate on the real part of the job. The second example that I think is very important is if we are able to tailor a vehicle to the customer and to give exactly the boundary limit where the vehicle is working perfectly, the customer could be happy with the choice and accept to enlarge and to buy more vehicles in their fleet. We already got experiences of customers that bought our vehicles and added additional vehicles to their fleet. I think this is a very good feedback for us. let's say, technical development is showing that in the previous past, one big, huge limitation was the battery lifetime. Now it seems that it's with the present technology that we have in production, we're able to face many years of real use of a customer. So that is still not anymore one of the major issues. The major issue that is to be faced now is the cost of the component. Part of the cost is linked to the low volume, but part is also linked to the high technology solutions that are there. So the cost is today one of the major drawbacks. The other point is the flexibility of use. So the low range is, let's say, not a limitation, but it's a specific characteristic. We have to look at the local pollution, which is one of the major topics to address from the health point of view. And on that field, for sure, an electric vehicle has no local emission. Therefore, every electric vehicle will have this advantage. If we look on the global greenhouse gases, let's say, so not local emission, but global emission, therefore, the evaluation is slightly more complex. It has to be considered how the electricity is going to be produced. Let's say there is a space and margin for having different technologies evolving and working together to give to the environment and to the society the best answer. We have also in our portfolio one big commitment on whatever is natural gas. Natural gas as well is one very good answer to other specific needs. So to have an approach that is giving the right technology answer to the different questions that are coming from the logistic is the better way to give, let's say, to the overall environment and society the best impact, the best solution from the impact point of view.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Bernardini. And that closes our discussion. This has been Charles Lucignan for Our Future Multi Now. Thank you very much.